great new feeling. There's a great new feeling. There's a great new feeling in the new generation Holden. It's the feeling. It's a wonderful, young making, free going, great looking, smooth riding, scene stealing feeling.
And this exciting feeling is all yours the minute you slide behind the wheel. Holden has a new kind of comfort, a great new feeling behind the wheel, a great new feeling to drive, a new kind of wide track road handling that lets you know you're boss. 3 unbeatable 6s and 2 new all-Australian V8s to choose from.
It's a wonderful, young making, free going, great looking, smooth riding, scene stealing feeling.
Join the new generation. See your Holden dealer.
Into your own private world, a wonderful moment of discovery. The time is now, and the car is Holden. New 1966 Turbo Smooth Holden. Yes, something's happened to Holden. Look again, look closely. The time is now, and the car is Holden, engineered to a new Turbo Smooth car. Your world changes around you when you discover new Holden. This year, Holden's gone all out on everything except the price. New style, new comfort, new power. Discover new Turbo Smooth Holden for yourself. You only have to drive it once to discover nothing else will do.
This is where it's happening, right here in your world. Things aren't like they used to be. Times have changed. People aren't afraid to express themselves anymore. Today's people are dynamic. They live at a faster pace. Individuality is a living thing. Today's world belongs to today's people. It's a winner's world. Yes, this is where it's happening, right here. And this is where it's happening. And this is where it's happening. It's happening everywhere. Happening with all the people who are just a little bit more forward-looking. A little bit more young in heart. To them, life's exciting. An adventure. And that's the way they want their driving. To them, a car is more than just transportation. It's something very personal. An extension of themselves. Sporty. Modern as tomorrow. Sophisticated. They want a car that looks like a performance machine, handles like a performance machine, goes like a performance machine. Yes, there are thousands of these sort of people everywhere. So what's holding them back? How come there are 50 of these for every one of these you see? Well, you know what the answer is at present. People have the desire, all right, and they've got the money. But not many of them have got it at $8,000 a throw. And besides, who wants the costly disadvantages of constant maintenance and special engine tune-ups? And who needs this kind of comfort? No. What these people want, in fact, what this country needs right now, is a car that combines real round-town practicality, the comfort and convenience people are used to, and a sensible, moderate price tag. But the lines and the handling and the performance of a true sports machine, and they haven't been able to get it. But now,
In the drive to open up export markets for this country's products, Holden, Australia's own car, is playing a major role. The first export Holden went to New Zealand in 1954. Then, in 1956, came Malaya, Singapore, Thailand, and other Pacific territories. By the end of 1957, Holdens were selling in 17 export markets, markets traditionally difficult to penetrate with new products. But so keen was local appreciation of Holden's value and performance that it soon gained a firm foothold. From then on, Holden has spread into Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. In Fiji, it is rated so highly that it has consistently outsold competitors in the passenger field. Wherever it goes, Holden carries the flag for Australian industry, proud testimony to the ability of this country to produce products of infinite complexity to accepted world standards and at competitive prices. In fact, wherever you see a flag on this map, there you will see people driving Holden. So successful has Holden been that in 1960, left-hand drive units were introduced for such countries as Greece, Iran, Iraq, and New Caledonia. Today, Holden is sold in 45 overseas territories. Already it has earned more than £18 million in overseas exchange. Here at the GMH Proving Ground at Lang Lang, this testing and expert craftsmanship has played its part in making Holden a showpiece among Australian exports, given new meaning and value to the stamp, Made in Australia.
Well, they say that this is Australia's own car, and now I fully understand the saying. You've got about 8 packed into this one. Have you always driven a Holden, sir?
Well, no, not always, but we've got a Holden truck too that we use. We're quite happy with it.
Yeah, it's quite obvious that you've got a couple of Collingwood barrackers here. Eddie Hawthorne, Essendon in the back.
No, all Collingwood bar the Essendon supporter, of course.
How many Holdens have you had?
This is the second one we've had, yes.
Perform well?
Yes.
Like the finish?
Yes, quite happy with this one, particularly this one.
Yeah.
Quite a good run with it. It's the first station wagon sedan we've had, and it's 12 months old now, and it's done about 15 or 16,000 miles, and I don't think I spent a penny on it yet.
Isn't that wonderful? Have you taken them away camping in it?
Oh, yes, that's the idea.
Hello there. What's your name?
Ian Benjamin.
Ian Benjamin. And you're a magpie?
Yes.
Huh? Who's your favourite player?
David Norman.
And what's your favourite car? The Holden?
Yes.
Aren't they wonderful cars?
Yes.
You always happy in a Holden?
Yes.
Atta boy. Good luck. No car has the performance or the record of Australia's own Holden. Holden for you in 62.
Now for 66, it's the Turbo Smooth Holden, with great new looks and a choice of 3 new, more powerful engines. The thundering power of 145 horses. Harnessed, controlled, disciplined in the new Holden's mighty X2 engine. Engineered to acquire new turbo smooth power, exhilarating new acceleration, the thrust and energy of twin carburetors, the powerful lift and liveliness of increased compression ratios. It's the all-time high in Holden.
Now Holden's got more horses. More horses. This is the year to prove the power and performance of Turbo Smooth. Turbo Smooth. New Holden.
You only have to drive it once to discover nothing else will do.
Turbo Smooth. Turbo Smooth. New Holden.
Holden, Australia's ideal family car, gives you the maximum in sure, safe road holding and ease of steering. Both men and women drivers, but particularly women, will appreciate the way the graceful steering wheel is positioned to give the utmost steering comfort. Holden's steering system embodies recirculating ball bearings, replacing the friction of sliding contact between parts with a smooth rolling movement. Recirculating ball bearings in the steering box mean lighter, smoother steering, a feeling of positive control that takes the effort out of parking for even the slimmest wrists. Holden's magnificent road holding and ease of handling are the result of several important engineering improvements. Longer wheelbase, lower height, wider front track, a front suspension incorporating a stabilizer bar that really takes the roll out of corners. Watch how Holden performs as a GMH test driver subjects Holden to road holding and steering tests far beyond the demands of everyday use. Notice the absence of roll, the sure way Holden hugs the road. How swiftly and precisely you can handle a Holden when it's necessary. Why not let your dealer arrange for you to drive a Holden? To drive Holden yourself is to discover why, in economy, dependability, performance, styling, and comfort, you get more for your money in Holden, Australia's own car.
Confidence. A feeling of trust, well placed. Children know that feeling, and people know it too when they visit their Holden dealer. They often know him well already, or his reputation for fair trading. People don't go to their Holden dealer because he sells cheap cars. He doesn't. But he does have about the best selection in town of really good used cars in just about every price range. Many of them he's sold new and serviced ever since. And when he trades in other makes, he keeps only cars that have been well cared for. This is one of his OK warranty cars. When you go to your Holden dealer, you can always buy with confidence. He's a reputable businessman in your community. He wants you to come back to buy your next car from him, too.
Export Holden. That's the sticker that's become increasingly familiar on Australian wharves as more and more Holdens are shipped overseas. Export Holden. Today, 46 territories outside Australia are buying Holden. The King of Thailand liked the look and performance of this station sedan so much that he placed an order for Bangkok delivery. Export Holden. The first one went to New Zealand in 1954. 2 years later, Holden was also selling in Thailand, Singapore, Malaya, and North Borneo. A year later, it was being exported to 19 countries. Each year since, the list has expanded. In Malaya, the entire fleet of police cars is getting ready to swing over to Holden. Further north, on the crowded waterfronts and teeming streets of other cities of the Orient, Holden is well known as the car from Australia. Not only has Holden carried the flag of Australian industry to many new markets overseas, but it's already earned this country more than £20 million in overseas exchange. By the end of 1962, the number of Holdens shipped to overseas ports will exceed 36,000, a vital factor in Australia's mounting export drive. In these strange surroundings of Middle East cities, Holden can be seen against a backdrop of mosques and palaces and bazaars, carrying with it the story of Australian craftsmanship. Here, for instance, is a taxi driver in Iran, filled with pride of possession in his Holden, and with Eastern patience, he waits for a customer. Wherever it goes, to countries of the Pacific Basin, Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Holden is an attention getter, a willing servant, an export earner for Australia. Export Holdens have shown the world that Australia can produce a complex product like a motor car to the highest world standards and at competitive prices. Export Holden has helped make the stamp Made in Australia a badge of quality wherever it's seen.
The sparkling new Holden utility is a six-way investment. An investment that gives you new prestige-building beauty and saves you money in 5 important ways as well. You save on first cost because Holden is the lowest-priced utility that combines magnificent load-hauling power with a generous load area. You save on operating costs because Holden combines ruggedness with a remarkable petrol economy. You save time with the combination of Holden's 6-cylinder 21-horsepower performance and new smooth handling, easier handling that results from new front suspension, new ball-bearing type steering, a 36.5-foot turning circle, and 34% greater visibility. You save on repair bills and have less time off the job because of the ready availability of low-cost spare parts. And when the time comes to buy again, you save money because of Holden's consistently high resale value. The combination of all these factors has made Holden by far the most popular utility in Australia. Yes, with Holden utility, you save on first cost, on running costs, on time, on repair bills, and with high resale value. Arrange to drive a Holden utility and see for yourself how much more you get for your money with Holden, Australia's own utility.
Now into your world, the most exciting, youthful Holdens ever built.
Stand wide, think young, feel gay. Look beautiful.
Now the good life begins with the swinging new generation Holdens.
Stand wide.
Wider, longer, lower, roomier.
Think young.
With switched-on style to turn the heads of young people of all ages.
Feel gay.
Holden, as smooth as silk, a limousine ride.
Look beautiful.
Get behind the wheel, and all you feel
Is beautiful, is beautiful. Stand wide, think young, feel gay. Look beautiful.
the new generation Holden. Make it yours.
Call the family, take the wheel. Feel that new big style appeal. First in styling, first in sales. Holden's number one. Holden, 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 Holden. Take those hills, mile on mile. Smile with Holden's new big style. First in styling, first in sales. Holden's number one. Holden, 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 Holden. Take the wheel, feel alive. Holden is the one to drive. See your dealer, he knows why. Big style Holden's your best buy. First in styling, first in sales. Holden's number one. Holden, 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 Holden.
Saturday, Saturday, it's a Saturday kind of car, a Saturday kind of car.
Holden, ahead again in 67, with more room here than any other station sedan in its class. More comfort, more style, the perfect car for families on the go.
It's a Saturday, Saturday, Saturday kind of car.
Yes, any way you look at it, Holden has it for less. It's the best doggone wagon you can buy. Costs less, performs best.
It's a Saturday, Saturday, Saturday kind of car. It's a Saturday kind of car.
See your Holden dealer and save.
I'd like you to meet an important but nameless Australian. He's not much to look at. He's not much to see. In fact, you can see right through him. He's known as the average man, and he was used by General Motors Holdens in designing the new Holden. In short, Mr. Average Man is just a transparent plastic cutout, but he conforms to the general physical appearance of the average Australian. He was used in checking the position of the seats, the brake and clutch pedals, and the steering wheel. Indeed, he was very important throughout the 3 years it took to develop the new Holden. The new Holden began as a series of sketches incorporating the latest styling trends. From these, full-size blackboard outlines were prepared. But as they were only two-dimensional, a permanent full-size plaster model of the car in every detail was made. From this, drawings were prepared, and a complete car was built in the GMH Experimental Engineering section. After build-up, every part and component was checked under conditions far in excess of normal use. Road tests were then carried out to test the steering. This is strictly for test drivers only, but it does indicate the remarkable road-holding ability of Holden, Australia's own car. A huge financial investment in plant and equipment, the introduction of new engineering practices and standards, and painstaking research and testing were necessary before GMH released the new Holden on the Australian market. Production of the new Holden is proof of the way GMH is making good its policy of producing more and better things for more people. And proof, too, of the faith GMH has in Australia.